Let's see. Who's our first? What's our second? I don't know is our third.
That's what I'm trying to find out.
I said, who's our first? What's our second? I don't know is our third.
Are you the mother?
Yes.
And you don't know the names of the kids?
Well, I should.
Well, then tell me, who's our first?
Yes.
I mean the little fella's name.
Who?
Our first.
Who?
The first child.
Who?
Our first.
Who is our first?
I'm asking you who's our first.
Yes.
Go ahead and tell me.
That's his name.
That's who?
Yes.
Are you the mother?
Yes.
Who's our first?
That's right.
All right, when you give the kids an allowance every month, who's the first one to get the money?
Every dollar.
All I want to find out is our first child's name.
Who?
The one that gets the money?
Yes, that's it.
Okay. When our firstborn writes his signature, how does he sign his name?
Who?
The child.
Who?
How does he sign it?
That's how he signs it.
Who?
Yes. What is wrong with that?
All I want to know is what's the name of our firstborn?
What is our second?
I'm not asking you who's our second.
Who's our first?
One child at a time.
Don't change the kids around.
I am not changing nobody. All I want to know is who's our first.
That's right.
All right.
Okay.
So what's the name of our firstborn?
What is our second?
I don't know.
He's our third. We're not talking about him.
How did I get to our third kid?
You mentioned his name.
If I mentioned our third kid's name, who did I say is our third?
Who is our first?
Who's our first?
Who's our first?
What's our second?
What's our second?
I don't know.
He's our third.
Well, there I go back to third again. How did I get there?
You mentioned his name.
Oh, my goodness. Well, can we just stay on our third kid for a second?
Yes, we can. What would you like to know?
I'd like to know who's our third.
Why do you insist on putting who third?
What am I putting third?
What is our second?
I don't know. Third kid. All right, we got twins.
Yes.
The girl twin's name.
Why?
Just thought I'd ask you.
Just thought I'd tell you.
Well, then go ahead and tell me who's the girl twin.
Who is our first?
Stay off the older kids. I want to know what's the girl twin's name.
What is our second?
I don't know. Third kid. We got twins, right? A girl and a boy.
That is right.
The girl twin's name.
Why?
Because?
He's the boy twin.
Okay. So we got a baby?
Certain.
The baby's name.
Tomorrow.
You don't want to tell me today?
I'm telling you now.
Well, then go ahead and tell me.
Tomorrow.
What time?
What time what?
What time tomorrow? You got to tell me who's the baby.
Now listen, who is not
I
baby?
will go nuts if you say who's our first. I want to know what's the baby's name.
What is our second?
I don't know. Third kid. Okay. We got a middle kid.
Yes.
The middle kid's name.
Today.
Today, and tomorrow's the baby.
Now you got it.
All I got's a couple of days in the family. You know, I'm a parent too.
So they tell me.
I want to get up in the morning and do some fancy cooking. You know, bacon, eggs, pancakes, the whole 9 yards. I want to feed the kids in the order they were born, so I pick up the plate and I give it to who?
Now that's the first thing you've said right.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
That's all you have to do.
Is give the plate to who?
Yes.
Now who has it?
Naturally.
Look, if I give the plate away, someone has to get it. Now who has it?
Naturally.
Who?
Naturally.
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 So I pick up the plate and I give it to naturally.
No, you pick up the plate and you give it to who?
Naturally.
That's different.
That's what I said.
You're not saying it.
I pick up the plate and I give it to naturally.
You pick up the plate and you give it to who?
Naturally.
That's it. You ask me.
I pick up the plate and I give it to who?
Naturally.
You ask me.
You pick up the plate and give it to who?
Naturally.
That's it.
That's the same as you. It's the exact same as you. I pick up the plate, I give it to who? Whoever it is drops the plate, the baby screams. Who gives the plate to what? What gives the plate to I don't know. I don't know gives it to tomorrow. Another guy comes in, hands the plate to because. What? I don't know. He's our